This one should be here in a minute. Amine, did you get that thing fixed?
I'm working on reproduce it on a device because I cannot reproduce it on the same. So trying to run it on a device and see if I can.
Okay. Hold on.
Because if you remember, like yesterday when I fixed that jump in, I shared the screen and it was like working fine. So I'm not sure how that render happens. Maybe it happens under specific circumstances like networking speed, network speed, or something like that.
Well, and I don't get how.
Yeah, I know it's a simple fade out. Yeah, I know, because like I'm not sure if also you remember like when I worked on it, I thought it took me a little bit of time to get it done.
Yeah.
It's just like how everything is in there. If I just went, because because every element we can apply a fade out.
Yeah.
And if I just like did, that's the first thing that I did. I was like, yeah, I just do the fade out.
Yeah.
It did not. You don't see the fade out.
Yeah. Looking back on that, I should have asked more questions because obviously that there's that's like a harbinger of potential problem coming because it should be easy. So right there is where we should discuss the value, like the risk reward, because this has held us up. I mean, there were actually some other problems anyway that held us up. There was a white screen and stuff, but it potentially was like the only thing holding up a build for 2 days. So I think you'll agree, right? We shouldn't have to do a whole bunch of complicated stuff just for a fade out, right? Maybe a different approach.
Yeah, that's true. A better approach would require to look up that code again and see how to structure it in the correct way where it's like when you're gonna apply the fade out, gonna just work. You don't have to do anything additional.
So Ismail, you're the one who added that dog running animation, and it's causing problems. I'm trying to apply just a transition to it, and I'd like you guys to discuss real quick. First, I think you didn't understand the situation. There was never a fade out on it. There was no transition on it at all until like 2 days ago. Can you hear me okay, Ismail?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was no transition on it until a couple days ago. So you are seeing a fade, but you're confusing that wasn't there before. And yeah, the fade works great. However, it caused cascading problems down the line. So it's not working, right? So the next screen can
What are the problems?
Well, first it was
a jump,
a jump. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the text jumped on the next screen. Then now it's like a re-render of that screen.
Mm-hmm. So the only problem we have now, because you said first, is that still a problem? The jump, or is that fixed?
The jump was fixed, right? I mean, you got that fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, John, real quick. Rob texted me and said, I'll see you guys at 10. So can you make it out?
Yeah, I'm heading out.
Okay. I'm leaving in 5 minutes.
On my way in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, that got fixed, but now we have this like re-render that it can't reproduce.
I can reproduce it by not having not having it navigate to the next screen. So if you take out all the actions, set onboarding.
See. Okay, I see. So like you change the code to reproduce it.
No. I disabled all the actions so that it doesn't go to the next screen. And if you click R or reload your app, you will see that re-render.
Oh yeah, that re-render I see in all different steps of the onboarding. If we do it this way, I will see it in every step of the onboarding. Not really, but
When did it appear, this re-render?
so the render, I'm not sure if you have the video that John sent me, but like how it happens. So after the dog running animation ends, you see that header that says your contacts and so forth, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see it, then it disappears, then you see it again. It's I know it looks like a re-render. I explained to John. It looks like a re-render, but like unexpected re-render, but it really is not a re-render. More of like the fade out happened too soon. The list to be visible. That's
I
why.
sent you the video just now.
Okay, so let's put it this way. Before the fade out code, did any of these problems exist?
No.
No, yeah.
Okay, so maybe we start from square one. Maybe we go back to the code before fade out, and then we try a different approach for the fade out.
That's where I'm at. It doesn't even need to be fade out. That's the whole thing. I just I wanted to transition. I'll go back to just how it was. It's fine. But even if it slides out would be fine. So just something reliable.
I would say if we are seeing re-render problems and all kind of problems, I think debugging, I think maybe, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, you worked on this. So do you think starting over would be quicker than fixing it, or debugging it and fixing it would be quicker?
I know, like you just assume you can just add a fade out, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah, and I'm saying that we can start from scratch if there. I mean, we can try it, to add a simple solution. If it doesn't work, John is saying it's fine with the slide. We don't because it's gonna cause like re-renders and other problems.
It's not about like the type of the animation slide fade out. It's not. It's about like if there is an animation. When an animation it's like included in the all of these issues arise.
Okay, and were all of the changes you made only in onboarding more contacts, or did you make
only that? Only there. For the fade out, only that.
So how is the whole onboarding re-rendering if you only make changes to that screen or to that component?
Wait,
weird.
Oh, not the whole onboarding render. Okay.
Oh, you said the whole onboarding was, or somebody said that.
Like,
sorry, I'm getting confused.
No, the way how you explained it, like you remove the actions and you hit the R and you see it re-render. That's not the issue we're trying to solve, because that issue only happened in development, and because we have like this thing that we can control which step you can start off. But like in real user, if it closes the app in like for example the location, he opens the app, it's not gonna be the location, right? So that really does not happen really it's only in development, and I think that's fine because it's only development. The issue we're trying to solve, as I explained, is different. If you see the video,
I don't have the video. Can you send me a video, John? Or Amine?
I think John said he sent it to you. Well, I can send it to you.
I sent it to you in Slack. Smell you have it.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see it now.
Be right back.
I did pay attention to that. Okay, so the dog starts playing, then it fades out, and then we have follow 0. I'm seeing follow 0 too. Is that normal? I think because we just followed everyone.
You see how it is? Like a re-render, it looks like a flicker, but like in this video, it's not.
But the thing is, it started off saying your contacts already in Sircles is 0.
Yeah, because the running dog should not fade out only after only we have something, but like the fade out happens too soon. That's why it looks like a re-render, but it's not. It's like
Okay. I see the problem. Okay, now I get it. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So why does the fade out, how can that happen too soon when there never even was a fade out? So it was instant before.
I know. That's why it's like it's switching, and I'm trying. I don't see any simulator. I'm trying right now to produce it in a device to see maybe something else interfered here to happen, and not I don't know what is it right now.
Okay. Well, we can always just revert back. It wasn't really like a big deal or anything, unless I don't know. Is there like a bigger problem anyway? Like maybe this is worthwhile to continue searching for the answer?
Depends if it's the fit out really needed and we're rushed to do a build, then we revert like there's no, I don't see any additional benefit of it. If it's really needed, then we can give it a try to see what's there.
But my question is there potentially a bigger problem that we may resolve by investigating this further?
No, I don't think so because all of this is exclusive to this specific step in the onboarding.
Yeah, but even that step, like, is it possible that step could have problems? Even like if we revert it back, and that step still have potential problems?
I don't know of any. For that we'll have me and Ismail go on call and look into that code again, looking for the problems. You know, makes sense.
Okay.
So the API we want to kind of wait on is the get active contacts API, right?
Yeah, and that's what I do. I fade out only when that finishes.
Only when that finishes. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, let me check that. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, because you worked on it last, so maybe just see some. Okay. In the meantime, is Todd here? So
Yeah,
Jerry,
sorry, I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. How did go ahead. How did it go with testing this latest build on Android?
Good, other than the that one hang up with sharing and a widescreen.
Okay. Ismail thinks he's got that fixed. I'm on my way over to a meeting with me and Danny. So we're going to be dropping off here in a few minutes, but I'd like you guys to run through a lot more testing between iPhone and Android, and Jerry has some deep link stuff. And then of course business portal, like all that stuff. I want to spend the day testing and more testing everything before we wrap for the day. Because one, I want, as soon as whatever we do with this stupid transition for this dog animation, I want to have a build like within the hour. So when I say testing, it's gonna be within the hour.
Okay.
We're gonna get this new build. Ismail's gonna set one up, and that's what it's going to be playing in production. And if it's all good, I want to send it to the App Store. I've been trying to get this done since Monday, and but I don't want to put it up with more bugs. So, but it's gotten down to the last couple little things, I think, and those should be resolved.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So we'll have that build up maybe in an hour or so before we can start testing?
Should be maximum 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I want to revert that one thing back.
Right.
If we're not getting anywhere.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. Jerry, you were going to bring up dynamic linking?
Yeah, for the landing page, that's what we want to do. We want to send them to the business profile if they have the app, but we need up a dynamic link, and we need to make sure the front end is prepared to handle that link when it gets triggered. So, John wants me to take some time today to work with you on making sure that the dynamic link for a business will automatically open in the app.
Yeah, we need to include those links.
Yeah, the domains set up, but I need to give you the link format basically, so I can work with you and show you what that would translate to.
Okay.
So let's go like 5 to 10 more minutes on this dog animation, Ismail. And if you're not like super confident in the resolution, let's just revert it.
All right. Because I'm trying to reduce it. I cannot even on a device.
Yeah.
So I don't see how I can really fix it if I cannot reduce. I'm not sure if it's if you can, without like doing any changes, like code changes.
Yeah. But Ismail may have a clue somewhere because he had installed that animation.
Yeah.
And I know I had like logic around if contacts are shared or not shared, and some different things that may or may not contribute to it. But yeah, well, we'll go back to how it was before. If depending on the situation. Yeah, let's give it a few more minutes. So I'm driving, so I have to talk sometime. And then, so, I mean, I guess you're probably ready to shift gears, right? Like, maybe you could start right away. This whole dynamic link thing came about last night, where I know we talked about it in the past as a better solution to some of the deep link stuff we're trying to do, or like for certain scenarios, because we were creating friction. Let's put it that way. We are currently creating friction that's unnecessary in cases where people already have the app installed and things like that. So maybe Jerry, can you just start the discussion with Amine here on how you want to, where we want to implement it and how we want to start implementing?
Yeah. Let me get that page pulled up. So let me go to.
Also, just a quick question. I mean, on your simulator right now, it looks like the app is behaving the way it should. It's not doing the same thing in John's screen. Is that the same case for you?
Yeah, it's the same case. I can now reproduce what's John facing
Mm.
on the simulator and also on a device.
Okay. Interesting. Because he sees that 0, and then it's like it changed.
The reason why he sees 0 is because, again, that block or that step appears too soon. Meaning there's like no data to show there. That's why there's 0. And if you look after a second, data and that 0 is not there. That's
yeah. So
that,
John, are you consistently able to reproduce this?
No, I'm not able to produce it.
No. Talk about. I'm asking because this is on John's phone, right? Or is this on your phone?
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
I only did it one time. So
Did you try to do it again, or you only tried one time?
I tried the one time. I could go through onboarding again.
Can you try again? Yeah, I'm curious. I think it's not that the API didn't finish. It could be related to maybe there was a delay, but then that wouldn't make any sense. Also, because there was logic where if it was 0, pretty sure we skipped that screen altogether.
But it wasn't 0, like there was a number, you know? It just
But
showed 0 for a second.
Well,
I think you may still did not understand it. Like that your contacts already in circles with the button that says 0 happens even before even before the query finishes. Like the query is still running, like for the content, and that appears, which should not.
Interesting.
It's downloading. It's just a little slow because I'm on cellular.
So where we have it, like loading time dot current set timeout. So it looks like this. So if they have permission, and then if active contact is loading, set loading to true, clear timeout, and then if it's not loading, that's when the opacity value starts changing, right?
Yeah.
And then you give it 2.5 seconds, and then it basically goes to the next screen. But that's only after it's done loading.
Yeah. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Like I did the fade out only when the loading finishes.
But in your U code, you know what I noticed also that was a little different. Like for example, a second ago, or I guess that's because I didn't have the actions as ready. Never mind. So let me see the actions here. On complete action, go through circle of trust. This is follow many. Oh, this is still on the same screen here. Okay. Navigate to next step. When does this get called? If active loading, and data length is equal to 0, then it would automatically navigate us out. Okay, so I see the code that skips. I guess it just didn't skip for me because I had that commented out, obviously. Then yeah, if the length of the data was 0, it would have just skipped it. It would have went to the next screen. He shouldn't have not seen that follow 0. According to the logic I see here. And then the next time is where we set follow user. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay, John, were you able to reproduce it now? Is it the same thing?
Now I got a code, auth code, and I don't know how it's possible, but you know how like in iMessage, like sometimes it just isn't there. So like I have no code. Like I saw the notification come in, and I tapped on the number on my keyboard and didn't input it, and there's nothing in my messages. I can resend it here in a second. So give me one second.
Sorry.
Very strange.
Another iOS glitch.
7.7. Yeah. Wow, it's doing it again. So annoying. Maybe because I'm on the stream. I was able to remember it, so I just typed it in. It's going to the next. I think it's going to go to the next. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see. You know, something that's different too, for some reason the last 2 times, I didn't get the modal for contact permission. Like, it just bypassed it like I had already, even though I deleted the app and reinstalled it. Maybe I'll go to settings and turn off notification permit, or contact permission, just to be sure. Or should I go through the same way as normal?
No, it's fine. I mean, if you didn't ask for permission, just keep going. Probably has access, I would assume.
But I don't know if that has something to do with it, in other words. So yeah, I just went to the next step and it didn't ask, there's no modal. So I don't know that that would happen to most people. Okay, and it did not do the re-render on that screen this time.
It did not, actually.
Yeah, it went to the next screen normally.
Yeah, it looks like we have to find a way to reproduce it then. It looks like it's not consistent.
Yeah. But I mean, I've never seen it before until we made the change to the animation.
True. Okay. I guess that's all I needed for now. I'll kind of look into it. I don't know if it's that's weird that it happened because we do have a condition where if it's 0, it's gonna skip the screen. So,
But like Amine is saying, it's the order. That screen is like default 0, I think is what he's saying.
well, he has a condition where if it's loading, it will not basically go to the next screen.
Also, that
But-
list, that list, it's in the same place, same code. Like that list that appears is like in the same file. It will not navigate.
Correct. So that loading logic, has always been there, right? Like the way we go to the next screen.
Yeah, I didn't change anything of that because I know.
Yeah, that's always been the same, and that's the thing that's like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
What I did is just apply the fade out before calling the navigation.
Yeah, I see your changes. So, I also noticed you made navigate to next step not a callback.
I don't see how it's that gonna. I don't see how it's gonna be like a problem because.
Oh, I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying, is
yeah,
it better to make it not a callback, or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter, but we can have it back to a callback.
No, it's fine. I'm just looking. Okay, and then so the other changes where we have is loading. So that is loading will be basically we used to set that to false right after 2.5 seconds, but now there's but now you just do it on basically run on JS and you set. And is that the same loading that's responsible? But that's not the same loading that's responsible for that loading is for the dog, right?
Well, also, that's like the reasoning of why the fade out for me didn't just work as like from the first try with the normal way, because like now we have 2 loadings because Apollo like gives us back a loading state. We're not using that and we're using our own. Yeah, and I get that it's there for some reason to delay something. Yeah, there's that.
Let me see. Okay, so that loading is basically used for. Choosing to the next step. So it's choosing in comparison with that loading, and then we have it. So instead of the loading, send this forward. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like that loading is set with that state loading is basically the same as the active contacts loading. Like it's set to true when it starts loading from there, right? So you're saying we might not need it, right?
Yeah, but like there is a delay when we want to hide it. Like because we do a set timeout there, like in the app, there's like a set timeout with 2 seconds. And when we want to set it to false, that's
So how about if we take a different approach? What about if we, instead of looking at the is loading, looked at if there's data, maybe if activity.contacts has data, we depend on that, and then if it does have data, then it will just add that 2 second delay, 2.5 second delay.
Yeah, but yeah, we can do that. Also, like there is other condition after the is loading, which is like the date fetch permission state you have there. That also goes for determining whether to show the running dog or not.
Correct. But we wanted to add the delay. So I guess that whole use effect, line 97, that use effect, we can probably get rid of from line 99 to line 110. We probably don't need that. Let me see. And then return. Actually, the whole thing. We could probably get rid of that whole thing. You know what I mean? And we can add the delay. We can add the delay to wherever that is loading, like wherever we're using that is loading, basically. So like once we want the dock to fade out, we can add the delay there. So in line more like 119, if we want a 2.5 second delay, we can add it there.
We add delay in the second use effect.
Well, yeah. So what I'm saying is we don't need the first use effect altogether.
Okay.
Right. And we like, because the whole purpose of the first use effect is that not the first, the one with the delay. All it does is it basically checks if it's loading and it sets the state loading to loading. And then if it's done loading, it waits 2.5 seconds and then it sets that state to not loading. That's the whole purpose of it. So instead of doing that, we'll just depend on the did fetch. And if the did fetch is true, then we just add a 2.5 second delay if we need it. That way, we don't need that whole use effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but like for this change, I suggest like we have it in the next build. Like for now, we revert, and we have this change for the next build.
Yeah, that way we don't go through the whole day of testing and lose the weekend. So, okay, can you add that change to a branch that we're not going to merge, Ismail?
Yeah, how about this? I'll add it to, so in 2.2.80, we're not going to merge that because we're going to have a new build. I'll just push an OTA for testing purposes.
Yep.
And then, I mean, if you want to revert all the changes, just have it back the way it was and have a new build or have a new branch for that. We'll have that there. Because like the reason I want to push it to 2.2.0 because we don't want to just kind of push this in a separate build just for testing this. We can just keep it in the one we already have and test it there. Yeah. And then the new build will not have it just to be on the safer, more stable side, since that one has been the code and it's been working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna keep the other things though, right? I mean, like I think you did some stuff around like positioning.
Yeah, we're gonna keep all of that. It's just the fade out. I'm gonna
Okay. And Ismail, you fixed the white screen that Todd and Danny experienced.
Yeah, I did.
When did that occur?
So that was because remember how we changed the name from or the cards, how you wanted the name of the group and not the members.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I forgot that we can have that card, and there is no group because if you do it from the compose screen.
Okay. I see.
And it was trying to get that group name, but it didn't exist.
I see.
So
Okay, so
I handled that case.
Okay, can we get that merged with when Amine reverts what he's doing, and then have a bill pushed up right away?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that would all be part of the next build. Look, we're gonna have all that inside QA build. So
No,
or
production.
I mean development, sorry, build. So it would all be there.
Yeah, I want to get it done. I want it like within the next few minutes here. Once Amin's done, and then
Yeah. Well, I'm creating the PR right now. I'm gonna slow down to Amine, and Amine can revert the changes and send me that PR, and we'll have it in within the next 5 minutes.
Okay. Then we can have Todd and everybody else testing it. I'm pulling up to my appointment right now, so I'm going to be unavailable for a little while. But hold on one second. I'm back again.
I sent you my PR. Just whenever you're ready, review it, and yeah. Okay. Oh snap! I'm late. I have to drop. Sorry, it's Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So when's this bill coming?
I just sent you my PR. It's just a bunch of question marks, like to check if it's there. And after you're done, you can go ahead and start the build. I'm just gonna be gone. I have to go to Friday prayer. I'll be back soon. So you can just start that build. Just make sure to get my branch in there. It's like I said, it's just a bunch of checking question marks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double check when you get back, Ismail. Just make sure if we're rushing right now, if a mistake is going to get made. Just double check the versioning and everything's correct.
Yeah, we're gonna go with. Just make sure. To please create a branch 2.0.9, 2.2.0.9, just in case for the future for any OTA builds.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be a production. We might push this to production.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll drop. I'll text you guys soon.
Okay, I'll be back in a couple hours. Thanks.
Sounds good.
See you later. Okay, take it easy. Actually, go ahead, Ismail. But Jerry, will you just start that discussion about the dynamic links as soon as Amine is done?
Okay. When you want to talk about it?
Okay, and these dynamic links will be part of this build or not?
No.
Okay.
No, but I want to start perfecting the dynamic links so we remove friction from users coming in. If they already have the app installed, I want them going right into the chat. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, I gotta go. I'll catch up with you guys later.
All right.
Okay, thanks. I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye.
All right. Were you working on something else, or you got time now?
Yeah, I'm trying to revert some work on
Yeah, I'll hang tight. Minutes. How's it going, Amine? Just checking in.
Hey Jay, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm done with anything now.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get everything shared. All right, let me find the page again. Go to okay. I share this window. Okay, so there's this page here, which would bring the user. You can see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, there's this page here that can bring the user to a place profile, and they're going to have this format. It's going to be like go.sircles.com/place/this, and then this is the profile key. And the idea is that when they open this page and they already have the app, the dynamic link should route them just without asking to the app for that profile.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to do or to get this in the app?
So we need to add that go.circles.com. We need to add it to that, not the sitemap, but like the knowing JSON. You know about that JSON? Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Apple app site config on the website already.
Mm-hmm. And the second part is like I have to have that domain in the app.js config, like so it's bundled inside the app, so it's like they match.
Okay.
And let me see, where is that? Associated domains. Do you have links? Okay.
I could give you this to just be for tech to you because we have a QA version as well. So there's Go and then there's Go QA, which is the QA version. And then we also have the this is a different domain, but this is the deep link for chat invite. I could probably quit sharing now. Oh, and there's also what other domain we have.
I think you will also need to add something to the meta tag of the app of that page.
Yeah, well, I think there's a I know there's the Apple Site Association file.
Yeah, there's that, and also like a meta tag in the head of the that page.
Okay, and that associates to the deep link that I need to open.
Yeah, I'll send you this. Like this is from the Expo, and oh no, that's like Apple Smart Banner. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't want the banner. We want
This. Oh, that's the case if user doesn't have your app installed, it won't be directed to the website. We can use the Smart Banner, but we don't want that, right?
Yeah, we don't want the banner. We want
okay, yeah,
dynamic link.
Yeah. Okay, forget about that. And the Git app subdomain, the QA for it, it's like the div Git app.
Correct.
Okay. There's no dash or anything in the dev between dev and GitHub, right?
Correct. That's how I sent it to you.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. Okay. Dev, GitHub, that's fast.com. Okay. I got all of them. We have now like 3 associated domains: the circles.com, those circles, and the GitHub circles.
Now, what about the QA versions? We need the Go QA and then Dev Get App.
Yeah, that's like in production. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be go circles. In QA, it's gonna be go QA circles.
Well, we only have one like version of the app. Maybe
Have Like,
Because like the way that the web links work now is that they don't care what environment you're in.
okay, I can have all of them. Like, they're gonna be like 5 in total, but we can conditionally.
I don't think it needs to be conditionally. I think you could just put them all for both environments. Because you can't have the dev and QA install on the phone at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. They're like 5 in total.
Nice. Thank you. So what do I need to do to have the app work for? So I know, like, do I need to give you the URL format? And then whenever the app loads from the dynamic link, you then have to parse that link and get the parameters from it?
I think not, because right now it's gonna be just like a deep link. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because the URL doesn't match like our URL format. Like we don't have common stack profile screen. It's just go.circles.com/place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Let me look. Let me see what's the React navigation system with that. Yeah, we will have to respect how we have in it right now if we want to do not do any other changes. If not, then we have to include this new format in our linking.
The format I have it in now, that will be one format for sure. And I think this is the one that John wants to roll with first, is the place profile. Now, what if I add like query parameters to the URL? Like the base structure of the URL doesn't change, but if I add like a query parameter to like toggle a flag on the page, but I don't care, like the app doesn't have to care about it. This is strictly for the website. Do I need to make you know about that in advance?
That's gonna make it a little bit complicated on the front end, because we'll need to have like a bridge screen to parse that and know which screen to take you. When it's all done by React navigation. Like React navigation requires you to give it a path and a screen that match it, that will navigate to. So in this case, well, like for example, the Go Circles you did, we would need like a unique identifier to know like this is for profiles. Like for example, profile / place or business / place / whatever the key is.
Yeah, the / place, would the / place not be enough to know that goes to a profile place?
Because that place is param, like it is a param that can be a place, can be I don't know, like a movie, can be whatever. So that's like profile type. We need something that's like unique, it does not change. That's like an ID.
Oh, wait. You're talking about the ID. So in that URL I sent you, like /place/19, 19 would be the profile key.
No, like, but like, think, yeah, I know, like, for the URL, that's how it is for the web, but like for the React navigation deep linking, that's just like the param for the URL. Like the 19, the place, those are just param, but param, which screen to which screen, no? Because we can, like, for example, think of it now, we want to do the same for chat. So it's going to be like a group key and a topic ID if there's any. So in the shape of the URL for React navigation, they're all the same. Those just params, they're going to take to the same screen. That's why we need like a prefix before the params to let know the React navigation which screens are those param for.
So you're saying I need to make a change to the URL?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because right now we have this URL deployed in a couple places, and this format's going to be standard.
Okay, let me give me a second.
Yeah, because I mean this format's not going to change.
So I sent you a link, for the docs tipping in the React navigation. So maybe you can see something else that we still use it. Let me see. No, that's that's the wrong link. That's the.
So maybe we could step through the code. So if you have it set up in your simulator on your version, maybe try to open that URL, and we can see what
Okay.
what it says.
Let me do that. I did. It just opened the web page for me. I should do next, right?
Well, the idea of the link is that it should open the app.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I got the app site association in there. Let me make sure I didn't take it out or anything.
I did the QA, the Go QA.
Oh, QA? Okay. Let me find it. Let's see.
Oh, maybe I need to add it on the Apple developer.
Oh, okay, yeah. That as well. Let me. Okay, I don't have it in the QA version. Interesting. Let me deploy it to there. And
Did you add it to the
It's deploying right now. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go. Let me check where that is. Okay, that's still deploying. Yeah, these deploys take a while, so.
All right.
All right, it is deployed now.
Okay, let me try again. Oh, now it works. So let me send you this. I thought maybe it's only them, but this is like a validator for this Apple site thingy. The first time when I did it before you did the deploy, I see some red. boxes there. I was like, maybe it's not that important.
Mhm.
But now that I did it, it's all green. So
So
you can use this validator to make sure like
but what does it open in the app now?
oh no, I didn't try in the app. I just like run it through the validator first, and I will do it through the app right now. Just I wanted to make sure it's all good.
Okay. Two.
Nothing happens. The app it just opens the web app for me. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe this is just it should now. What if I do open?
Is it possible that your app ID, that the app ID for the local simulator doesn't match?
Oh, it's the same one.
Maybe we need to update something in the.
I did the updates that I need. Like I added the associated domains to be bundled in the app, so they're not really sure why it's not doing that. Something in me says because this is only a simulate. Let me try it. On a device, it opens the web app with the banner at the top, like that says open.
So where do we need to have it open the app? So
Yeah.
because Ian had a demo yesterday. He did it for a banking app. He just clicked it, and it just opened the app directly. Like he clicked a link in an email, and it went straight to the app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I see it with other apps too, so I know it's in something. Looking to, yeah, navigation. I'm missing something there.
Mhm. Mhm. So is the app loading, whenever you go to the page? Like, or is it just, it's stuck on the landing page?
Yeah, it's stuck on the landing page, and that's it. Until I click the button.
So, but it has a banner.
Oh, that banner was only on Safari. Like,
But it has a banner on Safari.
yeah, there's a banner at the top. It's not like a banner inside the web page, but like inside Safari. But there is like a banner at the top that says open the app and with a button.
Mm-hmm. Now if you go and you click the next button, does it on that page? Does it say open in Circles?
It does. Yes, it does.
Okay, I was wondering if we would skip that, but I guess not.
And also, I inspected that link. It's our normal deep link that has comma stack and
Right, that's the deep link. I was wondering if maybe this would be a verification to where we won't get the modal.
okay.
But I guess not. Let's see. You want to share your screen and we could talk through a couple scenarios?
Yeah. I'm not sure here. Yeah. What do I need to share exactly?
Okay, so let's go to the Go QA link in the simulator.
Okay, this one.
Oh, not that one. Like the place.
Oh, place. Okay.
Okay. And then let's see, that's weird. It doesn't like, and then you hit next, and you hit open. I'm wondering if it's a one-time permission. Okay, now that's the deep link.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go back to Safari,
Does it save it?
Okay, let me see.
So if you go back to go QA.circles.com/place/19,
Nope.
and you hit next.
Oh no, this this is gonna be always this open now. It's like
Wait, open this page in Circle. Oh, wait, this is a redirect. Circles, this goes to Circles redirect, I think. Let's see. I have an idea. This goes to, it goes to Circles redirect. It goes to a different route. So let me open up the app site association. Okay, let me try to deploy this and see if it makes a difference. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to blow. I'm gonna try it again.